After you have clicked the PU or Persistent Universe button, you will be prompted to create a character. You can choose either the female or male character. After clicking so, don't mind my character's face, my facial recognition isn't working right because of my distance from camera. But anyways, as we continue on here, we will go and select our first tag. Go through and select what you're looking for. Then you can apply different skin tones. Under your whole head, you can apply different skin tones. Whichever one suits what you want. You can also select certain facial features: nose, eyes, brow, crown. To adjust these features, you will want to use the slider bar. As you can see, it's changing the ears. You can also change the color of your eyes. Change hair color. Change hairstyle, mohawk. All kinds of wonderful haircuts to choose from. Once you've selected what you're looking for, it looks like what you want. Come down here, press accept. It'll ask you to, are you sure? You hit accept. And then you're all set to go. And you move on to the next step, which is selecting where you start in this Stanton system. Alright, as we wake up here in our hab, we press Y. Get out of bed. As of right now, habs don't offer a whole lot other than a place to stay. You'll come in. You'll wake up with a suit on. To interact with doors and interactable buttons, we will press and hold F. Left click on the mouse. We go over to the elevator. Follow elevator. Like I put in the description, we prefer Lorryville just for its central location in the universe. It's not too far to go to places from it. We go to ground floor. If you look to the left of the screen, you see global chat, where we can type in questions, answers, just have general nice conversations. Top right of the corner, you see a satellite and a bullet with a cross through it. The satellite is for letting you know that you are in a area where your actions are monitored, so how you act will depend if you get a crime stat. The bullet means you're in an armistice zone, meaning you cannot pull out any firearms, weapons, or anything that could cause harm to people, including med guns. We go this way. We can go to the local armor store. Tammy and Sons is the area where you can go to buy undersuits, armor, helmets, some mining gadgets, and some ammunition for any firearms you may have. As we go through the selection here real quick, we have supplies, we have med pens, which will heal your immediate health. Oxy pens are for when you're low on oxygen. You'll have a meter that will be telling you how much oxygen you have left. Clothing doesn't do us a whole lot of good, being that majority of the places we go, you either freeze or die from lack of oxygen. Personal weapons, here we can go through and we can select ammunition for any particular rifles or pistols we may have. We go to personal weapons here. We can actually buy sniper rifle, knife, pistol, some flares, hand grenades, and the pyro multi-tool. To survive in atmosphere and zero G, you'll need a undersuit and a helmet. As we see here, you can buy undersuits and anything you might need to survive in no atmosphere and zero G. Here we can buy helmets. Nice selection of helmets that you can buy. Armor for your arms. You got some heavy, some light, some medium. Here we got backpack selections. Backpacks will only mount to certain core armors or torso armors. The aerial will only mount to the Grey Cat Industrial. The Mac backpack will mount to pretty much any. The Pembroke will only mount to the Pembroke armor systems or undersuits. Here we go, we have the core or torso armors. Then we go to legs, you can see leg armors. You know, heavy, light, medium. Or if you see one that you like, you can go straight over to it on the mannequin and you press and hold F. You can either buy outright or you can try suit on. Here we can see Star Citizen doing what it does best. As we Alright, now after we buy some stuff, we're gonna walk on out here, and if we want to equip anything that we buy, we press I. Here we have our inventory menu. We can click filters, and that'll bring up our undersuits, our armor, any clothing, weapons, weapon accessories, ammo, utility, foods. If we want to get more particular with our selection, we click custom and it'll show us, if we just want to look for a particular helmet, we click on helmets and it'll give us all our helmets. Particular weapons, attachments for any particular weapon. Now to attach, any helmets that we may want to attach or undersuits. To attach an undersuit, you have to take the helmet off. Take it, drag it over here. Take your undersuit, drag it over here. Now we go to undersuits. Look for the particular undersuit we want to wear. Our armors. Look for the armor that we want. Double click on the helmet. We'll double click on the arms. The central torso for core armor. We'll scroll down. We'll find some leg armor. Bam, there we go. We're armored up. Say we want some firearms. It's dangerous to go alone. Let's take some of these. We find a pistol we want to take. Double click on that and it shows up right here. Any ammunition, spare ammunition you may want, you would double click on it and it would automatically drop to any area on the avatar here or player. Or if you click and hold, it'll give you a number sequence in a box right about here, and you click and put it on the placeholder and it will attach it in a particular fashion on your torso or on your core armor. Say we want some backpacks. We want to carry a bunch of stuff around. Go over to our custom here and click on backpacks. Double click on our backpack. If you right click and drag, you can rotate around your character. Your mouse wheel will scroll in and out. As you look over to the left side of the screen, you now have other places to store items. This is going to be stored on your personal or on your avatar here. If you want to store stuff on it, you just click and drag it over and it stores right there. Backpack's obviously going to hold more than your core, and your core is going to hold more than your legs. You can see right here you got 6K storage, 9K storage, or 40K storage. Alright, now that we got our inventory taken care of, say we come up on someone and we want to loot them. We hold our F key, we'll go down to loot body, and we can either choose to loot this body here at our local inventory, or we can put it on our person. We'll put this gun in our storage area on our person. We want this med pin, we want to store it on our armor so it's easy to access, so we double click, and then we want to store this helmet and spacesuit in our personal inventory, or in our local inventory. So we take it, click and drag, and that's everything. Press I to exit, or you can exit either way. You can take this tram, which will take you to the central business district, where you can buy firearms, or you can do some cargo trading there. We'll cover later in a video. Next, we're going to go to Tisa Spaceport, where we can call up our ship and start learning ship fundamentals. Alright, so we step off the train, we walk through the gate here. Now that we're at Tisa Spaceport, you can go, if you come in, you can take this route, which will take you to the central business district, or take this route, which will take you back to the metro center, where we were just at. But we're gonna go and get ready to call up a ship, so we come through here, come through security checkpoints. If you get a fine or parking violation or a level 1 or less crime stat, you can usually come here and pay these. Not overly concerning at this point, we'll worry about it in a later video. We'll continue up the stairs here to the Aesop Terminals. Again, we'll press and hold F, our interaction key, and we'll look through and see what ships we want to take. We'll retrieve the ship that we want. And it tells us that we can go to Hangar 9 to retrieve it. As you back away from the Aesop terminal, you'll walk around this way over to the elevators. You have elevators over here, and you have elevators over here. Any can all be used. Hold F, call elevator. You scroll down on the menu selection to the hangar that you want. There it is. There's our vessel, and we'll cover ship basics in another video. Alright, now that we've called our ship, we're ready to start flying. We come to the designated hangar where our ship is called to. We walk or run out to our ship here. We'll walk up to it. Some ships the access is below, some ships the access is on the side. Bigger ships there's elevators or rear hatches. It'll just all have to come with time. But as we're here now, we come into our F key. We hold F key, enter pilot seat. We can press the R key, which will bring us straight to systems ready. Or we can also hit the U button, or the U key, which will power on main power. And then we press the I button, which will also bring on engines. Quick rundown of our HUD here. We have our VTOL mode that is controlled by the K key. When the box is lit up, it is engaged. So we have coupled mode, that'll be in another video for advanced flying. ESP is for electronic service for flight controls. I would have to look up the exact name again. Then we have our landing gear, meaning that our landing gear is extended. Then we have our velocity limiter. Our velocity limiter can be controlled with our mouse wheel. If we scroll the mouse wheel down, it'll reduce our velocity limiter. If we scroll the mouse wheel up, it'll extend our velocity limiter, increasing our speed. Right side, we have our altimeter, and then we also have our G-safe or our G indicator. Then we have our weapons, informing of us of how many rounds of ammunition, whether they're laser or ballistic. Then we have our little radar right in the center. You can see that we have multiple MFDs. So next we're going to want to take off. As you can see, we're in a hangar here at Lorville. To ask Lorville, we can press our F11 key. We go to Friends, and we click on this icon, and that will send a request to the Lorville Landing Services to open up the hangars. Once you see this dialog box, you're good to go. Hit F11 to escape. To take off, you don't want to jump right off the deck and fly away. Could end badly. So we'll use our mouse wheel to cut down our speed on our limiter, and you hold spacebar. Another thing to help ease on landing inside hangars is if you hold or press F4, hold Z, and use your mouse to look around. You can see around your ship, and then continue flying out. Once you're clear of the hangar doors, you can press F4 and go back to cockpit view. Now that we're clear of the hangar, we can start nosing up and using W to fly forward. We can also increase our velocity limiter and use the N button or N key to raise landing gear and our K key to shut off our VTOL. Now that we're out of the hangar, we can fly around and do as we wish, and another video will be brought up for how to set up Quantum and where you can Quantum and how to use it. Alright, welcome back. Here we're going to do a quick run through on Quantum. While leaving a planet, you need to be above a certain limit in altitude to Quantum out of the atmosphere. That's typically around 8 to 10,000 on most of the moons and planets. Origin and Crusader is a largely different due to Crusader being a grass giant. So as we're climbing, we press B to turn on our quantum operator mode. So as we're flying out, see what's around us. We use our mouse to nose over. Let's go to Everest Harbor. We'll make a short jump. Press and hold B, and just like that, here we are at Everest Harbor. Press B to shut our quantum travel mode off. As we're flying towards Everest Harbor, say we want to fly somewhere else. We will hit F2, bring up our map. You can see where our location is by this little triangle. We'll double click on Hurston, and then we'll zoom in on Hurston. And anywhere you want to go that can be quantum travel to will be designated by a little green line. Now this doesn't always work with the current star map. Current star map has been known to be still buggy. It is being worked on by CIG. So we can all rest easy knowing that it's a problem that will be fixed shortly. But we want to do a travel to, say, any of the Lagrange points or to Arcourt. We would just click on it, click set route. As you can see here, it tells us how many jumps it'll take to get to where we're going, our current quantum fuel capacity, the fuel required to make the jump. Let's start with something a little closer and easier with, let's go to aerial. We'll double click aerial, click set route. Again, gives us our list of jump points. We press F2 to exit. You can see here on the right side of the screen we get a little triangle marker. That marker will tell us where we need to go to quantum. So we see we got a single blue box. We press our B to enter our quantum operator. Wait for calibration and spooling. Press and hold B. Just like that. We are at our first jump point. We align to aerial, wait for calibration, press and hold B. As you can see, if we're trying to jump somewhere, it will give us a no-go with red, and it'll usually give us a description as to why we cannot jump there. Saying it's too close. What about this? Not giving us a description. Oh, there it goes. Saying that it's obstructed because it's on the other side of the planet. But we can go to HDMS Lethane, Bezdek, Orbital Marker 1, Orbital Marker 2, 6, but yep. You can travel almost anywhere, just all depending on your fuel capacity of the particular ship you're flying. Be a good thing to keep in mind that if you want to travel somewhere in a small light fighter or small light ships, you may have to jump to several different places to stop and refuel as well. Alright, as we finish our day of flying and having fun in our ships, we would like to come back and get a drink, restock on fuel, ammo, whatnot. We come up to stations.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
So as we come up, we'll need to request landing. Just like taking off, we hit F11. Go to our friends list. All of your landing zones will usually be the name of a station or the landing zone. You just click this button. That we're contacting them, they will give us a landing pad.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Takes a couple seconds, and there we go. They gave us a landing pad. Landing just like taking off. You want to do it nice and easy. Reduce your velocity. You'll want to hit your N key, K key for VTOL on your landing gear. Closer, we continue to reduce our speed and adjust our direction and angles. Come in for a nice easy landing. Control key to nicely VTOL down. Just like that. Soft landing.
Thank you, and please visit again.
We hit our F1 key to go to our Moby glass.
Pleasant stay.
And if we need to refuel, rearm, come here. We can click on repair, refuel our hydrogen fuel and our quantum fuel as well. Click confirm. Safe practice to always do when you exit your ship is to press I or U to shut off the engines or shut off the power. Typically, you would like to leave your power on in case of someone wanting to be a bully and shoot your ship while it's on the landing pad. To exit our ships, we press and hold Y. There we are. Ship's fueled up, ready to go for the next flight. We'll walk on into the station here, or run, however you would like to do it. I enjoy walking to enjoy the grand scenery. Just like in Lorville, we come to our elevator, we hit all elevator. We'll get in the elevator and go to lobby. Do as we need, whether it's get food, ammunitions, restock on anything, or call up a different ship, or gather with friends.